once again, Liverpool.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Cup Council. How are we all? Hopefully all of you are having a fantastic day wherever you are around the world, and welcome to our match reaction to Liverpool's 2-1 victory over Tottenham Hotspurs, of course, against Jose Mourinho's park the bus system that clearly failed. And he tried it so hard and he sounded so bitter after the game, of course. So we will be talking all about that in tonight's show, of course. And of course, Liverpool are top of the league. Liverpool are top of the league once again. The road to number 20 is begun right here, right now. Of course, we will be talking about everything that did happen in tonight's game, of course. But as you can see, I am joined by a very, very special guest, and that is Mr. Jack Mac LSE. Jack, how are you feeling? How are you doing, mate?
Absolutely buzzing, mate. I was going to say something else there, but no, it's PG. It's keeping nice. Buzzing, mate. Thank you very much for letting me come on, mate. And I'm hoping every single one of you is having a lovely Wednesday night. I'm pretty sure he's all that now. But thank you for having me on, mate.
Absolute pleasure, man. Absolute pleasure. And guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let us know as well who you thought was man of the match tonight, because I think there's a whole different range of people that could definitely be man of the match tonight for sure. Anyway, but let's say hello to a few of you guys. Anyway, Scotty's in saying, yes, we done it, mates. Yes, get in, Scotty. We did win it. We did. Bloody hell did it. Liverpool actually beat Tottenham, and oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Beth and John as in saying greetings, Jack and Connor. Hello. Hopefully having a fantastic day, mate. As always. But yeah, look, Liverpool beat Tottenham. I'm gonna keep on saying it because, okay, we've heard over the last couple of weeks that Tottenham are supposedly good this season. You know that they are title rivals this year, apart from Manchester City. And well, to be fair, they're pretty good. You know, let's not take it out of context or anything. They are pretty good. And of course, they do have the Mr. Defiancy in Mr. Jose Mourinho. But Jack, you know, of course, Spurs came with a game plan. And they quite clearly, you know, we quite clearly knew what the game plan was to begin with. But, you know, of course, we all know what, you know, was going to happen to begin with. You know, did you think that, you know, the game planned out like we all thought it was going to, or, you know, were you surprised how, you know, defensive Tottenham were at that first half anyway?
Yeah, we spoke in our pre-match, didn't we? We know everyone around the world knows you don't have to be an expert of football really to understand how Mourinho plays his football and he approaches games of football. Obviously, Mourinho, they could have went 2-1 up Spurs, and I think obviously the turning point was the ball didn't go on the back of the net, and the post done us a bit of luck anyway. We just scored off the back of obviously that. But that's the beauty of football, mate, innit? And the way in which Liverpool approached this game, we absolutely dismantled them. It was just a matter of just getting the ball in the back of the net, really. And obviously, we dominated Fulham as well. And we dominated a couple of games this season. Haven't quite scored the goals, but tonight we got the ball. There's no better way to win a football game than scoring a last-minute winner, and then for your player to absolutely Bobby Dazzler to just run to the other side of the cop anyway and just absolutely scream to all the fans. And he was crying. The emotion left his body was frightening. We all know how much this lad loves Liverpool, but I think tonight showed how much he truly does love Liverpool. He was crying more or less crying his eyes out because you could see the emotion from him, mate. And it was phenomenal, mate. What a way to win a football game.
Yeah, it truly was. And as you can see from the photos, but yeah, that is literally Bobby Firmino's facial expressions. And, you know, this was a part of the thumbnail as well. So, you know, but just his teeth just brightens everyone's day up. But that goal was, it was something special.
I could just look at that picture all night. He's a sexy man, isn't he?
What we should do tomorrow now is literally everyone, please, like, if you don't have the photo, please get in contact, wherever or anything. We'll get this printed out. We'll get it printed out and we'll print it up on everyone's walls. And we'll just have like Bobby Firmino's face.
I think I'll send the picture to Tom tonight after we play Sage. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, please let us know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. And let's say a few more highs to a few of you guys anyway. Finn saying hi, good people. Hi Jack, hi Connor. Up the Reds, back to where we belong, first in the league. Absolutely, Finn. Absolutely. Sam's in as well saying amazing win tonight. Yeah, absolutely fantastic win for the mighty Reds. Chris is in saying the moment when Liverpool score late winner and I take my top off and scream the house down in front of my mum and dad running around the house. I love that feeling. Oh, I think we all love that feeling, Chris. It's a glorious feeling. The Cop Council's biggest fan says, hi Connor, sorry I've been in the chat for a while. I had a few issues, but what a game. Salah, man of the match for me. Absolutely no problem, my friend. And yeah, like I said, there's going to be a few people with different man of the matches tonight anyway, of course, but hopefully you're well anyway. Cop Council's biggest fan. Chris says, what a win. Bobby Dazzler, the late winning header. Liverpool top of the league. Liverpool top of the league. Massive statement. Yeah, it's a tremendous statement because, you know, with all the injuries we've had, all, you know, everything that's happened this season already. You know, I said this, of course, we've only now just got off Jack's channel doing his match preview show, so please go and check out that anyway, of course. But, you know, I did say over there, and I'm going to say here right now, we look back at every single season, we look and we say, you know, this was the game that kick-started everything. You know, Leicester at Boxing Day last year, that was when I think many people thought that we'd already won the league. This, for me, is the start of the road to number 20. In my personal opinion, I think, you know, it was such a good performance, even though it was such a tight game. It just shows that, you know, even in the hardest situations, Liverpool can get that win and get that 3 points anyway. Jack, do you have that same feeling? Do you think this is the start of something magical, even though, you know, we have had practically our whole 11 injured at times this season?
Yeah, it was mad. That Leicester game last season, I think I mentioned on my show, mate, and I think I went to that game and there was just a feeling around, obviously, when everyone was watching around the world as well, when there was a something changed. Like, you couldn't put a finger on it, but something around the club changed, and I think that's when all the players did really start to believe it. It's mentality. When you play any sport at a certain level, you've got to have that mentality. Even when you are getting beat, you just got to have that attitude. Right, this isn't over and done with. And the way in which it triggered Merino tonight, he was so happy with that draw. And then Bobby was like, "Nah, mate, I'm not having that. I'm still gonna score." And but yeah, this could be the catalyst, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it is, mate. And obviously, the Corp Council's biggest fan, mate. Obviously, you mentioned going through a tough time, mate. Hopefully, you keep him safe and well. And every single one is at home, obviously. Difficult times at the minute, but we've got each other anyway. And it's even better when Liverpool do win. But obviously, I create my channel and Connor's created his, and everyone on YouTube have their own little community. So if anyone's ever feeling down, just drop us a message in the channel. Links anyway, and we'll pop up and make sure to reply to you because we're all one big family. So, but yeah, everyone, I'm pretty sure that cheered it up, mate. Anyway, but what a night! But yeah, spot on there, mate. It was ridiculous tonight.
It was, and yeah, likewise as well. Council's biggest fan. If anyone ever needs a chat, you know, obviously links are in the video description. If you're on Twitter, Instagram, you know, YouTube messages still a thing.
Yeah, you can just drop a message on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't even know if they still were, but yeah, anything, please get in contact, and that, of course, we'll reach out and that. But Chloe's in as well, saying hi, boys. Hello, Chloe. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic night. I can already see Tom in the chat. Hello, Tom. Up the end. We're coming for you. Tom, don't even get started. You've won one game. Get back down.
You done well tonight, though. You done well. You beat Leicester.
They did do well. They have done that. Like, to be fair, everyone beats Leicester, but still. But look, you know, I'm still waiting for that Christmas DVD. Like we were top for a month. I'm still waiting for that DVD. Anyway, Tom's going to abuse me later. Chris says midfield was boss tonight. It was boss tonight. You know, we will talk a little bit about that midfield three, of course, in a little bit. Arsenal fans would have celebrated that winner. To be fair, I'm good friends with Claude and the Bantzers, but you know, I'm sorry, guys. You know, that's probably the only winner Arsenal are going to celebrate in a very long time. Anyway, KL's in say, do you think Leeds can get Champions League place? Maybe.
This season's a bit mad. It wouldn't surprise me even if Southampton got Champions League footy.
Doug said saying best team lost age, right, Mourinho? We battered you. Yeah, Mourinho did say that in his press conference. But then it says, Curtis Jones, what a player that we have in our hands. His development has been phenomenal over the last 6 months. Well, because people are mentioning his name, this is a photo, of course, see Bobby there, he's brilliant. But of course, Mo did score the first goal. But I really want to talk about this guy, on the right-hand side, and that is Mr. Curtis Jones, again, having a man of the match performance in some people's eyes. For me, personally, a little bit of a spoiler into the man of the match. For me, I think it was between Jordan Henderson and Gini Wijnaldum. I personally went with Jordan Henderson. But again, Curtis Jones having a man of the match performance, Jack, probably our best player against Fulham, one of the best against Tottenham. It's hard. It's hard for you again, with Thiago teasing that he can be back by the end of the month as well. Klopp's got a real headache on his head, haven't he?
Yeah, it's an amazing headache, and us as fans when we're watching these lads play. Curtis, we spoke about him last week, didn't we? Obviously, at the back of Fulham, if he scored that absolute long range, like he took from his own box and scored, but he's growing in confidence, and you can see tonight this was the penultimate, really, the top level of world football, the game, especially in the Premier League as well. That you cannot play a game at the higher level in the Premier League. Obviously, probably Man City, but the position in which Spurs are now, they are our rivals at the minute. But he stepped up and really he's taken the ball by the horns. Really, as you said on my channel, mate, he's grown from strength to strength, and he didn't look like out of place at all. Like we spoke about last week, and even when he has played in the Champions League, this lad is growing week after week after week and week. And I tell you, there's also this talk about Thiago coming in. Thiago's got to earn a spot to get back in this squad. And if our midfield three continue playing, don't get me wrong, they will need a rest now and again. But if they keep on playing like this, they're going to be undroppable because they complement each other so much. Curtis and Gini, especially tonight. Obviously, Hendo was doing all the workhorse at the back anyway, but he was doing good attack runs as well. But Gini and Jones, the pockets of space in which they were picking up against, obviously, like Højbjerg and the Celso, and obviously Sissoko as well, those three. It was so great to watch all of those midfielders really combat, because it wasn't a game where players just going, oh yeah, he's gone past. It was an absolute domination from both sets of midfields, because they're all absolute units in the middle of the park. They're all about 6 foot odds, and they were battling every single ball, and our lads just ran through every single one of those Tottenham players tonight, mate. But Curtis, if he continues playing like this, he's going to be undroppable. Obviously you got Ox and that coming in, but all these players that are out injured, you've got to work their way in tonight. And Curtis, he's a man of the match shout as well. And if he did get it, I'm not so sure who got it on Amazon, but it's probably Bobby or whatnot. But all of them really are in for a good shout.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think, we said plenty of times, haven't we, that Curtis Jones has been, that person that we didn't realize we needed. At the beginning of the season, you thought, oh, we got Thiago coming in, absolutely fantastic. We've got Henderson, Wijnaldum staying. Firmino. We've got Van Dijk at the back and that, and of course with injuries happening, and that, he has taken, that spot, and he's taken it by his own. And made it his own. And I think that is a crucial thing. And I know that Amazon were really putting it across tonight that, he has, made that, he's gone to the number 17 shirt, same as Stevie G when he first came into the Liverpool squad properly, and that, and he's following that Stevie G route. And we said, I've said it on your channel, I've said it on my channel. For me, I think Curtis Jones is the next Stevie G in terms of being, that midfielder for Liverpool, the great box-to-box midfielder that can literally change a game in an instant, because that is what Stevie G could do. He could change Liverpool from being a bad team into a good team with just 1 or 2 pieces of balls anyway. But I'm having a look right now on Twitter anyway, and Curtis Jones has been given man of the match by Liverpool.
Yeah.
So that has been, that's good that Curtis Jones did get man of the match anyway. But guys, let us know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. Of course, Genie amazing. Saying, evening, lads. The best in the world is Bobby Firmino. Yes, he is. To be fair, I started singing that. I was like, freaking get the tunes on, get Bobby on. And Tom says top 4, Everton. Oh, get in the bin, Tom. I'm not even reading your comment. No, I'm kidding. He said top 4, Everton, Leeds, Southampton, West Ham. Maybe Europa League football, that could be the contest, but
I thought that was the bottom 4, like.
I was going to say that, but I thought it was a bit too mean. Chris says Jones and Reece Williams were boss too. Yeah, Reece Williams again, having another fantastic performance at centre back. Anyway, but what else do we have? Downton Abbey is in, says top of the league. Yes, we are. Kale says I'm a little bit worried about Leeds now. I wouldn't be. We've beaten them this season. But they are a good team. Look, they beat a Newcastle side that have been a very decent Newcastle side, 5-2. So they are a threat going forward, but it is always that defensive worry.
Injuries in it with Leeds. I think obviously Liverpool can cope. Just obviously, if Liverpool got another key areas anyway, but Leeds, I don't think they've got the squad similar to obviously what Sheffield had last season. Obviously, teams are figuring out the way in which Leeds are setting up this season. I think we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how Bielsa does adapt his game next season. But I think obviously Southampton, Leeds, but it's just all about us, Reds. It's just we can continue doing what we do and just go to the league and run away with it at a canter. Really get a couple of at least 5 to 8, 10 points even clear of second, and just focus on ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree with you on that. Where else are we by? Chris says, behave yourself, Kale. And then Kale goes, okay. Downton Abbey says, we badly need to improve our away form. Do that, and we could well go back to back. I don't think it's the fact it's away record. I think it's the fact that at the moment we've been, it's in between a bit unlucky and not performing in that aspect. I think Fulham, we didn't turn up. We were lucky to get the draw. I think we've said that. On both of our channels. I think you look at away games this year, Everton away, that should have been 3 points for Liverpool, but of course, with circumstances, Chelsea, we got 3 points in that, so it's a little bit of an unlucky, an unlucky situation. But look, at the end of the day, even with Liverpool having bad away form, we're still top of the league. That's I think you have to remember this, guys. I think that in this chaotic season, Liverpool are still top of the league. Yes, it's only 12, 13 games into the season now, but even though we've had all the injuries and all the manic stuff and all like this, we're still on the road to number 20 anyway. So there is that hope anyway that like Downton has said, if we can then back up the away form, then there is the possibility of us going miles clear of it anyway. Chris says we should end our poor recent away form at some point. And Jeannie says mentality giants as well. Jack, I'll ask you this then. Of course, people have mentioned Reece Williams again. We won't mention Joel Matip and that injury crisis in today's video. We might make a video tomorrow talking a little bit about it anyway. But we talked, of course, about Curtis Jones and the youth of Liverpool in many respects. How Reece Williams, he's just boss, isn't he?
Yeah, he's phenomenal, mate. Apologies, everyone. Just tell me in terms of the way in which he played tonight, mate, obviously, and everyone, when we were watching him, we have been watching him in the Champions League. Just talk about, obviously, everyone's going, in January, we will bring in a centre-back. For me, off the back of when we were speaking, then we don't need to bring in anyone. If obviously, we got him and Nat Phillips as well to come in. He's played well when he has played this season. I wasn't talking about bringing any young centre-back. Why, when we've got this young lad playing? Obviously, he's Virgil van Dijk reincarnated. He's ridiculous. And the way in which you would have thought it was Virgil van Dijk playing tonight, obviously, the goal in which we conceded, the whole defence was to blame for that. It looked offside to me, and I still think it will be tonight when every time I watch the replay, but that's me being biased. But yeah, I felt that he done so well tonight, and he didn't look out of place. And we talked about, obviously, last week, obviously in the Champions League when he has played, he's such a young lad, but we don't need to sign anyone else, mate. I know at the back, and I think a lot of people will go, oh, we need to buy a more experienced player, but we're talking about Trent's emergence as a young player, and and we're talking about Jones as a young player as well. But this lad, obviously, was playing non-league football last season. It was like Kidderminster or whoever it was. But he's got a bright future ahead of him if he continues to play like he has tonight.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you with that. And I know that, you know, we've seen him in the Champions League this season. We've been very, very impressed with him in the Champions League, of course. You know, stepping up to that position, of course. Of course, Nat Phillips has been the Premier League backup centre back, but Klopp decided today to go with Reece Williams. And, you know, for me personally, I think that was probably the correct decision, because I think if you're playing someone like a West Ham's Haller, you know, someone that's gonna, like an Andy Carroll, I think Nat Phillips is perfect for that. You'll always want to try and, you know, get in the air, try and beat the person. But, you know, if you want to take on someone that is the one-to-one, like Harry Kane, like Son, you know, where they'll want to try and like run at you, then I think Reece Williams is perfect for that. And like Jack said, you know, for someone that's so young, you know, he already has a great head on him anyway. And guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below.
He kept two of the best attackers in the league, didn't he? How well Son and Kane have played this season. Everyone's been talking them up. They played amazing, and you've got to say that if that was two Liverpool players playing as well as them, we'd be lauding them, rightly so, mate. But this young lad's, a lot of players would have crippled under the pressure of those two tonight, but he didn't yet again. Obviously, Fabinho just basically won't run our words. He is the best centre back in the world, Firmino at the minute, and there's no if buts and maybes. He is, but yeah, phenomenal, mate. Ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I think I said it on your channel. You know, we've got a better defensive record now with Fabinho and Reece Williams than we did with Joey Gomez and Virgil van Dijk, which I think just shows where Klopp has put his attention to, really. And like, I think every single commentator, whenever I listen to a commentator commentating on Liverpool, the first things that they say, "Oh, Liverpool haven't had a good defensive season this year," and I'm like, you do remember mine take 7 goals away from Aston Villa, and then you know, judge us by that. It's like, fair enough, judge us by that, but like, no, by the 7 goals we conceded, even though, to be fair, that does count, to be fair. But Ace is in saying there's something that the cop wants you to know.
Best in the world is Bobby Firmino.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for Jack.
Don't want to get told off.
Jeannie says, there's levels to this. There is levels to it anyway. Breton says, what's your take on those 2 key decisions on use of that word, Son's goal and Dyer handball? Shocking decisions seem to be against LFC. The Son one, I personally think I thought it was offside. And I think I put it on Twitter with the you know, the comparison between Mane's offside at Everton and Son's offside against us, and tell me the difference, please. But the Dyer one, I did see a lot of people saying it was a penalty, and that, in my personal opinion, it was never a penalty. Look, at the end of the day, Salah, like, he bridges up towards Dyer, and Dyer's arm then goes up to the ball. If Dyer had naturally done that, then yes, I would agree it was a penalty. But because Salah did do that, then yeah, something's going in your head.
I know I was screaming. I can just picture
screaming.
I'm saying it wasn't a penalty now, but when the match was on, everyone, I think I was like, I was like, that's a penalty. Come on, ref.
To be fair, I think we all shout for silly things, don't we? It's like, I think if Mane just like pretended to throw his boot at someone, like, we'd be like, "That's a red, ref. That's fine," or anything like that. But yeah, that's my opinion anyway on the 2 VAR decisions. But Jack think it was a penalty. I'm just saying. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it was a blatant pen. We were.
I think this is Padesh, says, yes, Carter, you absolute god. Hello, mate. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day, mate. Chris says, my man of the match was one of our midfield 3. Let us know, Chris. Let us know. Cockhansburg fan, I can't wait for Thiago to start playing full 90 minutes. Neither can we. Neither can bloody we. Like, it's been.
Imagine adding him to that midfield.
Oh, mate, don't. Oh, that is just. I was going to use the word orgasmic, but then that sounds a bit mad. Cheney says exactly the midfield three, man of the match. Ritesh says Southgate better stay clear of Curtis till 2022 at least. He doesn't need that pressure. He needs to stay away from every single Liverpool player because we end up getting injured either friggin' way with him. Have you seen Mbappe's blue hair? Yeah, he looks like a chalk.
Or is it like Smith? Looks like a Smith to me.
Look, he can happily have red hair at Liverpool if he wants to next season. That's absolutely fine with me anyway. I don't know about anyone else.
He can have whatever colour hair he is. He'll probably score an hat-trick in the Champions League and he'll be like, nah. I don't think I'd look good with that hair. Like,
I don't think I would neither.
I couldn't pull it off now.
But so let's talk. Okay, we've talked about defense. We've talked about midfield. Let's talk a little bit then about the front three tonight, because of course the big headline is Bobby Firmino got the winning goal. What a header it was! Let's just say that, fair enough, and that. But I just think that the whole performance of the front three was a lot better. You look at Fulham on the weekend; it looked disorganized, and it looked jiggered. I think that's the word that we could use a little bit. And I said on your channel, I think people have criticised Bobby Firmino a lot this season. I think more than any of the front three, in my personal opinion. And I think the last couple of games, anyway, he's been absolutely fantastic. And with the goal as well, tonight, he is just something special. And Mane as well. Again, not scoring tonight, but causing Serge Aurier, absolute wonders at times. Anyway, like, how would you assess the front three tonight?
Phenomenal, mate. Salah with his goal. I pray to the gods that dropped in. I was like, please, and it dropped in. Like it's like the amount of about time we had a bit of luck. Like he shot and just dinked in. Mane, you've already mentioned. Sure, we have nightmares of Sadio Mane tonight. It rolled over and just see Mane next to him anyway, because we seen him in his dreams. Ridiculous, because him and Robbo down that left-hand flank, where the combination was ridiculous. Aurier was like, where do I go from here? Do we go? Do I push? Do we go back? Stay central? Do we go wide? He didn't have a clue, and then obviously Bobby getting his goal. But those forward three were the reason in which the press was so good, because all three of them absolutely run through a brick wall. Like, I think when we are on song and play our best footballs, when the forward three lads are just ridiculous up front. If they're not getting goals, they're doing the press so well. And I think obviously that was what was missing against Fulham. But obviously playing Tottenham, all the players are going to be up for it. It's a big game against your rival as well. But I think obviously that will come as soon as we get a couple of points ahead and the potential to get that lead. I think our tails will be up against obviously the teams low in the top 10 anyway, the low down in the league, and it will be up to them just create this gap. But yeah, tonight they were ridiculous, mate. The press was spot on from them, and obviously the attack and runs that they were making, Liverpool's domination throughout was absolutely there to be seen. Yeah,
it was absolutely, and we talk about the front three being this like special thing as Liverpool fans, because it is special. And I think Liverpool, not so much Liverpool fans, but it isn't Liverpool fans, it's rival fans. They like go, oh well, if you didn't have them three, you wouldn't be where you are. And it's like, well, exactly, them three are one of a kind, things, players that come around, just working well together, and just there's no rivalry between the three of them. You see, at clubs, like, for example, when Neymar was back at Barcelona, Neymar would want to be better than Messi. It's not like that with Salah and Mane, for example. Twitter will try and make up, crap about him, as we all know in the past and that. But, they just work so well off one another. And, all of the game, they were trying to get in balls with one another. They were trying different things. And it was wonderful to see. And like we've already shown, Bobby Firmino's celebration at the end was fantastic.
Can you show the Trent gif? That was meant to be our intro.
Yes.
The best part of the game.
So if I can quickly show you guys, did I add it? No, I'm gonna have to add it again. So if you guys missed this, you missed out big time. But this was, of course, the GIF for Trent. Nutmeg and Human Son, and this has just gotten around everywhere on Twitter. It's just beautiful. That was going to be our intro for the video anyway, but yeah, just having Son nutmegged on repeat by Trent Alexander-Arnold, which is just absolutely fantastic thing anyway, and I do absolutely love it as well. So maybe it might be the intro for tomorrow's video if there is one tomorrow, so keep your eye out for that anyway. But yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts anyway about everything we said so far in tonight's show. Chris said Southgate can stay away from our players, end of. Yeah, absolutely. Cockhounds Big Fan says, what is your thoughts on the Renato Sanchez to Liverpool situation? Just that really. It's speculation. He's doing quite good at the moment out in the French league, but look what he did for Swansea.
We don't need him. We've got Curtis, haven't we?
Yeah, we got Curtis, and look, the article said anyway, it was if Gini Wijnaldum was to leave the club, and as far as we have been told by reliable Liverpool journalists, they've said that Liverpool are very keen to get Gini signed. So there might be an announcement, maybe in the next month. That's the possibility anyway. But of course, we'll keep you updated on the Cock Council anyway. Genie says, Ace, the best in the world is Bobby Firmino. Absolutely. Doug says, football 2, anti-football, screw you, Mourinho 1. To be fair, yeah, I agree with that, Doug. Vitesh says Jose sucked all the salt off my crisps. Yeah, he did towards the end of that game. Chris says away to Everton and Brighton, we got screwed by VAR. Yeah, I agree. We did get screwed by VAR. Jeannie says yes, Doug, get in. Chris says Reece Williams is just a mini Van Dijk. Simple. Yeah, it is. I've just finished work. I screamed when the winner went in, and someone asked me if I was all right. I was like, yes, Liverpool just scored a late winner. Someone thought something was acting sus. To be fair, that's just people in Liverpool, and really when you support Liverpool Football Club. Genie there with the laughing faces. Doug also says, and Livingston are in the semis of the Scottish League Cup as well. So very good night football for Doug then. Really, where we gone? Because my comments are scrolled all the way up. Where we by? There we go. So brilliant night, yeah, as Doug said. Chris says we got Cometio to add to Reece Williams and Phillips. Yeah, I think we even forgot that Cometio was even in Klopp's thoughts. So yeah, it is interesting. Oh, Andy Carroll, hearing his name gives me Vietnam flashbacks. No, bloody hell. So Klopp, I like the thumbnail. I like the thumbnail. It says Phillips would be a good match for Benteke versus Palace. Yeah, he would. Chris says Fabinho performance was fab. Yeah, it was. To be fair. So Klopp, Fabinho has been our best player this season and arguably our most important. Jack, would you agree with that?
Yeah, most definitely, mate. I think I was seeing an article today. Jürgen was talking about how influential he was. I think it was either Klopp or Hendo, just talking about how he's adapted to his role really, and just how important he is to the squad, and long may that continue. I think it was Henderson. But he's phenomenal, mate. And I think if Liverpool are to go anywhere, and we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, haven't we? Every single one of us on everyone's channels, it will be a big spearhead, really. Obviously, if Van Dijk and Gomez do come back, and I think if he continues that form in midfield, it'd be ridiculous, absolutely frightening, and that would allow Henderson to get a bit more further forward. Obviously, Curtis, and then obviously Thiago if he does play, and the other midfield players as well, mate. But yeah, easy, most definitely. Him, Alisson, and obviously Salah as well, really, mate. And obviously either Hendo, Gini, or Curtis might team players this season already.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Genie says our worst player today was Trent. I will give him an 8 out of 10, and that sums up the performance. Yeah, it does, to be fair. So Klopp says we're surely missing Thiago breaking the lines with through balls to Mane and Salah. Yeah, we are at the minute. But to be fair, that's something we got looking forward to anyway. To be fair, Bethan says, really still think that we have to buy a centre back in January, so as to free up Fabinho in the midfield. Not forgetting that Matip is injury prone. Reece and Nat Phillips don't need too much pressure in developing. Yeah, I would agree with that, but the sense is we need a centre back. We do need a centre back, but there's not a rush, in my opinion, to go out and spend 40, 50, 60 million. We could try and look for someone like a Ragnar Klavan, for example, someone that's like in the maybe 10 to 20 million range, and then use him then for 6 months, and then or like, you know, not even be like, you know, just a 6-month deal, but like, you know, just being, you know, the main centre back, or like, you know, maybe alongside Fabinho, you know, for that short term. And then obviously then we'll have Gomez back, we'll have Virgil back. So then it'll just be, you know, he'll be among the numbers then, and can be either the third or fourth choice centre half anyway. But, you know, if you listen to half the Liverpool fans, they're getting Koulibaly in January anyway. Yeah, look, I agree. I think we do need a centre back, but not an Upamecano isn't a major priority then in January, in my opinion anyway. Did we make any subs? No, we didn't.
I don't think so. No.
Picked the same team. Yeah, we didn't really mention that, to be fair. And
even though Klopp, I think was a commentary say Klopp and gone and everyone at home. Obviously, the commentators are like, "Oh, Jäger hasn't made a substitution because he's been moaning about subs." And I'm like, "We don't need. Why change it?" And especially Naby. I was screaming at Klopp. I swear, if we brought on Naby and we conceded, I would have been fuming. I was like, "Why would you bring one of the smallest players in the team on for the corner?" I was like, "No."
Like, I love Naby Lad, and everyone on this channel should know I love Naby Lad, but yeah, I was a bit like, don't you dare bring him on for this corner, I swear to God. Like, if you're going to take off, like, Genie Henderson or even Curtis Jones
for
Naby, in this, like, very crucial situation, do not do it, Jurgen. You've had all game to make up your mind, and now you're going to do it. But, like, no one got the opportunity to, because Naby was ready to come on, and, you know, Klopp literally grabbed Naby and put him back on the bench by celebrating that Bobby Firmino goal. Anyway, but no, we didn't make any substitutions anyway. Jeannie says Thiago isn't getting in this team. He will get in it, but to be fair, Curtis Jones, Gino Wijnaldum, and Jordan Henderson, they're making it very, very hard for him anyway. Benteke is suspended, picking up 2 yellow cards. So we won't play against Benteke then. Of course, the former Red. So Klopp says, great news, Chris. He's in great form. Yeah, he scored again tonight, which is a good thing for Palace, of course. Jeannie says, lads, I wouldn't call scoring in 2 games out of the last 40 good form. Look, it's the beginning of new things. Anyway, Klopp's biggest fan. Harvey Elliott has been amazing at Blackburn. Yeah, he has. He's been absolutely fantastic. I think he's probably been the best right-sided player in the Championship this season. And I've literally just heard that from like people that actually watch the Championship. So
he'd be massively impressed. I think the Blackburn fans would be like, he thought he was good, but I don't think they expect him to be as good as he is. And I think they won today as well. He got a goal again. And obviously Blackburn got like a 99th minute winner or something mad.
Mental. Absolutely mental. And to be fair play to Mickey, because Mickey was the one from the beginning with us lot saying, you know, he is a massive, massive fan of his. And, well, we are all the same. To be fair, we are all the same. Patesh says, didn't Benteke get sent off today? I think that's been answered, to be fair. Chris says, Fabinho, Henderson, Wijnaldum, Jones, Thiago don't need Sanchez. Sanchez. Yeah, we don't, to be fair, if we're keeping them lot. Yeah, Patesh, that's what I'm saying. Chris also says, I wanted Keita and Chamber to come on at 1-1. Yeah, but still no in that aspect of things, because I think the midfield 3 was working so well. I think maybe if the game was opening up as much, you know, maybe at around the 70-minute mark, I think Klopp might have changed things. But because it was so intense in that battle, I do think the Klopp just went, right, we're just going to stick. And then if we score, then we'll bring on Ox and Naby as well. But to be fair, I think the weekend, I think both of them will probably start midweek anyway. who's this? Nerdboy saying, says subs would have been difficult to make, to be honest. The way the match was, yeah,
spot on
like
there.
what we said. He also says, I want to see Keita and Chamberlain sometime in the next match. Yeah, I think both of them are going to start. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think them two will start. Who do we have next? Is it Palace next?
I think so. Yeah, we got Palace away, and then we got West Brom at home, and then Newcastle away, and then Southampton, which is the big one, and then obviously Aston Villa in the cup again.
Oh no. Jeannie says I was screaming to get Ox on by half time. I don't know whether or not other people will like that.
I think this is why we're not managers in it. None of us. But yeah,
I don't think we were. But I missed a comment. Boss Score is in saying hello. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, mate. And Jeannie says 100%. You panic sometimes. Yeah, you do. You do. To be fair, but yeah. Before we do head off, then I'm going to ask Jack this. Jack, who does your man of the match go to for tonight, mate?
Did I say man of the match in my video? I think
no. I don't think you did.
I don't think
I've pressured you now.
I'm going to pick two. Bobby for the winner because he was crying his eyes out, and I think everyone was more or less crying because seeing Bobby cry. And then Curtis Jones in the middle of the park. Could have picked so many, but just for the way in which he dominated midfield. Those two were ridiculous, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, like I said, I'm going to go Jordan Henderson for my man of the match. It was between him and Genie for me, but I think that first half where legit freaking Henderson, he was everywhere that first half in defending. Anyway, oh wow, I've literally just seen a couple of people that's come into the chat. Let me see if I'm not. Yeah, as Jack has seen. Yeah, there we go. We're not going to read out their comments. If mods, if they do say anything bad, please time them out anyway before we do it head off anyway. But yeah, I said Jordan Henderson. I think he was fantastic tonight, and I do think it could, like Jack said, it could have been so Benny. To be fair, tonight anyway. But thank you to everyone that has tuned in to tonight's show anyway. It's massively appreciated as always. But Jack, thank you for coming on the show, mate. Where can we find you on the socials?
Just Jack Mac LFC, matey. Thank you as always, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely rest of your Wednesday night anyway. Pretty sure you'll be bouncing into Thursday like every single one of us. But thank you for having me on, Connor. It's been an absolute pleasure as always, and can't wait for the next Crystal Palace game though.
Absolute pleasure, man. And of course, guys, please go and check out Jack's channel if you are new to either myself or Jack. All the links will be in the video description down below. It is late, guys. It is nearly 12 o'clock. But yeah, it's way past our bedtime. But all the video description links are in all the links in the video description down below anyway. But if you're new here first, then please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to enable notifications. And if you could as well, please leave a like on the video to let me know that you do like the match reaction shows, of course, anyway. But thank you to everyone that has commented on tonight's show, of course, and liked and shared and subscribed and all that nice business as well. But yeah, guys, Liverpool top of the league, a couple of points now away from the rest, and hopefully now, like Jack said, we can continue now this run to going into Crystal Palace anyway. But yeah, until next time, guys, that is going to be it from me. I've been Connor from the Cop Council, and we will see you all in a little while. Try it.